Holy shit. Turns out in OBS you have to press the go live button. This is wild.
You made us wave and everything.
I made everybody wave. I tell you what, everybody go again. Give us a wave as we've just been playing D&D for the last hour.
I've already waved. You've already had my
we've
wave.
already lost
wasted my wave.
Wave quota.
Good old scuffed Thursdays, that's how we like to do it. We're at the Bogs of Berez talking about the Saga. That's about it. Curse of Strahd. Like and subscribe. So, Tilly, you've offered your fingers.
Oh,
yeah. 6 of them, to be precise.
I was just as you were taking your nap there, Tilly. I didn't want to wake you. I have offered Weft here a trade, a barter. Knife level wish spell or fingers. But we must play a game.
Ninth level wish spell or fingers?
I mean, if you win, you get the wish spell. If I win, I get the fingers.
Oh, I see. Okay, what's the game?
It is a game of dueling. And she gets a bag from her belt, and it's just full of... She just rattles it about, and it's just... She goes, with this! And she sprinkles them out on the ground, and they're just oddly shaped bones, but they're shaped in the form of a D20 dice.
Shocker.
I got these, they were a steal. I picked them up from my local gaming shop.
They look like finger bones?
They may well be. I cannot confirm nor deny.
From the last 20 times you played this game.
Mm-hmm.
So, the terms were... So presumably we each roll a dice or a bone, and if I win, then we get a 9th level wish spell, and if you win, you get my fingers, but we don't get the 9th level spells.
You do not get the 9th level spells, right? No.
Is this like a 6 fingers each, and each get a wish spell, or is this like for the group?
No. 1 wish spell, 6 fingers from anyone.
How's about? I think it's only fair that if I'm wagering my 6 fingers, then you should wager at least 1 of your fingers.
Ooh, roll a persuasion check.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
3 total. I can offer you a fingernail. We're talking about a 9th level wish spell.
Okay. That sounds fair. I'm in. Let's do it.
Oh, I didn't even explain the rules of the game. Fuck me.
Yep.
Really brilliant.
Don't care.
So as she sort of, she runs off into a hut, very excited. You sort of see her sort of floating up the stairs. And she seems to just be rummaging. You can hear clinging and clanging. While that's going on, Orion, what are you up to?
I'm just sitting really quietly. Ow!
You can lick the marshmallow off my face if you like.
I don't know if Irina would like that.
Well, then that's even more reason to do it, because fuck Irina.
I can hear you.
Orion has.
I am right here.
Orion has, that's true.
Look, Orion, if you would like to lick marshmallow off of Samir's face, I won't stop you.
You can watch if you like.
No, I will not.
I'm just going to go for a bit of a walk. I'm just going to get up. I'm just going to walk around to the back of the house.
I'm just going to lean in and offer my face to
fingers
Weft.
he's gonna...
I'm going to lean in and offer my face to Weft.
Thanks. Just side
Zero hesitation.
He goes really red and disappears.
Cool.
as well.
You going up on your own, Orion, or?
I'm not going to go far. I'm
Okay.
just,
So-
I'm just going to go a little ways from the group and have some alone
All
time.
right.
Sounds really bad.
So do me a favour then. So as you sort of get up from the wooden log that you sort of sat on, and you can hear the cling clanging from inside the hut, and as you sort of make your way past it, you see the fog here is very, very, very dense. It's almost creating a ring around where you all currently are as you sort of venture about, I don't know, 30 feet, 20 feet away. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Ooh, my favourite. Let's see how laggy it's going to be tonight. Ah!
Ooh.
Just see that.
Yeah. So with 19, you can see sort of through the mists, and you start to hear this sort of the sound of shuffling of hay, and you see these shadowy figures, and it almost looks like they're sort of trees from where they are, but then the shadow itself over in the mist starts to twitch and shift, as almost as if it's animating, but it's doing it in a very frantic and immediate motion. And the sound you're hearing is sort of like the shifting of hay. And as you sort of look at it a little bit closer, you see it shifts off and just skitters away. And there's multiple of these. There's sort of 3 to 4 as you're sort of looking in that direction. And as you look at each individual one, they just sort of and just scutter away into the mists, as it is beginning to get a lot darker now.
Oh. I'm just gonna go back. Like I'm gonna be close by the hut. Like I'm not going for a stroll through the woods, but I'm just gonna find a little spot, lean up against one of the legs of the house, chicken legs.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. So as you do, you sort of feel this warmth to the bark that you're sort of led back up against. They're not I'm just gonna say it, they're not girthy in any way, but they are, as you sort of lean back, you feel this warmth coming off them, which is odd.
Thanks. Keep an ear on what the others are doing.
Cool.
Want to make sure West's not going to lose too many of his fingers.
So you're within earshot. Okay, great.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm guessing, yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you up to, Tilly?
I have no idea. Did we rest?
No.
Not yet.
Amazing.
She has offered you a place to stay for the evening.
Okay. What's the general vibe of what's going on right now?
Vibe.
Is it relaxed? Is it tense? Yeah, there's like an vibe check.
I guess
I roll for vibe.
Yeah, roll me for vibe. So it very much is. Well, I mean, Samir's eating a bag of marshmallows. Wef's having a great old time. Orion's against a tree perch, but Baba Lysaga seems to be having a whale of a time. She's very excited that you lot are here.
Has there been any discussion about like what we're going to do after this, or?
No, we've been talking about marshmallows and games.
Okay, that's cool.
Which
I guess Teddy's just kind of taken in like the past day or so, because it's been a bit wild, and this concept of this game consisting of wife's fingers. Yeah, she's just chilling out and taking it in.
Yeah. Okay, cool. You up to much, Farah, Samir?
I mean, I'm watching Wef waggle his fingers and offer his toes out and just face palming.
Okay, cool. All good, Samir?
Yeah, I'm just licking the marshmallow off my chops.
All right.
And fingers and any other crevices it got into. You were gone a long time.
I have some concerns about the way you eat marshmallows.
We were gone a long time. There's not much else to do around here for entertainment.
I like to think as well they were the massive ones. You guys seen like the massive marshmallows that you like have to grab a handful. Yeah.
Good stuff. So after just a short amount of time, Babylon Saga will emerge with a small wooden table. And she places it in front of you, Weft. Are you ready to play?
I'm going to have one last go with my fingers. And, I don't know, wiggle them for a bit and say, let's do it.
Okay. The aim of the game is simple. It is a game of chance and dice. We each get 3 dice. And she puts in front of you sort of these 3 bone dice. And you do see that they are very much knuckles of fingers sort of shaved down and in a what's the shape of a D20? Dodecahedron, ISO summit or other. It's in the shape of a D20. And she places sort of 3 in front of you. And she'll say, we'll roll together. If your dice are more than my dice, you lose a life. If my dice are more than your dice, you lose a life. You have 3 lives each.
Roll low.
Mm-hmm.
If my dice are more than your dice, then I lose a life. And if your dice are more than my dice, then you lose a life.
Yes. Roll low, as Tilly say.
Okay. Just wanted to check there was no wordplay going on there. Heads I win, tails you lose.
There was, but Tilly sniffed it out. Well done, Tilly, bright spark. Fucking shit. Do you care to go first, Webster?
So 1d20?
3. Roll all 3. Or you can
3
roll
is
them one
fine.
at a, you can roll them one at a time. It's just easier if you do it all 3 because it adds it up.
Wait. Oh, no, never mind. Karen.
Too late.
Oh,
Too late, happening.
a 25.
Natural 1.
Now it is my turn. Shit!
Correct.
You sort of see Babylon Saga just sort of gets agitated. I do not lose. I do never lose in my own game. And assume you're all watching this, right? Yeah. I'll tell you what then. Apart from you, Weft, everyone go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Get advantage on those.
You do indeed. Oh, God.
Which is lucky.
Okay. You all see, especially you, Farah, she hasn't done a good job at hiding it. She sort of reaches behind her, and just starts to prepare to incant some kind of spell behind her back.
Hands on the table.
Ah, okay. I go now. In my turn. And she takes her 3 dice and she rolls them.
What's this, a best of 3?
Shit. It's
That's hilarious.
3 lives.
Each
We've
people
got
have
3
3
lives.
Oh, you lie. 3 lives. Got you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Weft will throw down his... Ooh, it's not great. It's better.
Shit!
That's 2 lives,
And
baby
Weft
lasagna.
will again remove another finger.
As a reminder, I am on my last singular life left. And she looks to you all, sort of looking on. Okay.
Weft. It's the last roll. Maybe we would do them slowly. For suspense.
Oh,
Ooh. Okay, so 1 dice will drop.
oh no.
No!
Silvery bobs.
You go for it. You silvery barbs that.
So roll it again.
Very good.
1.
You've annoyed me because that was my go. Hold on. Maximum.
Oh, sorry.
Maximum suspense. Hold on. This is my go. Okay. I'm happy with my choice. It is now your go. This is your second roll because you rolled out of 2.
Okay.
Oh. This is now getting good.
27.
11. Ooh. Not looking good, Weft.
So I've got 1 more.
You have 1 more. 13. I better be rolling low. Oh, terribly sorry, Webster. I have won this round. I have 1 life. You have 2 lives. I go again.
Let's get this over
She
with.
throws a dice. Not too bad.
Ooh.
Not too bad.
I'll throw my dice.
Oh dear. It appears
Oh,
to
no.
be sudden death. Everyone go ahead and roll a perception check for me again.
Oh, it is Cheeky Beach.
Should I go to it?
Oh.
Another 20.
Okay. You do see, was it Samir with the nat 20? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Samir, with a nat 20, you do see that she has cast Mage Hand, and there is, and well, you get the sense that it was Mage Hand, but you don't actually see the Mage Hand. She's sort of hidden it away, if that makes sense.
Spare hand.
Sorry?
I'll say to baby lasagna, what are you doing with that dodgy hand? You cheating?
No, I never cheat. I roll my dice.
What's the mage hand for then?
There is no Mage Hand.
There is.
Fucking shit. And she's just going to roll sort of 2 of the
Sorry.
dice. Yeah, it is. I've rolled well. Webster.
You have cheated.
Rolled 2 dice.
I'm also going to cast Mage Hand.
Okay, do me a favour. Are you trying to subtly hide this? Or are you...
No, if it's been pointed out, she's done Mage Hand. I will just equally do Mage Hand.
Okay. Her Mage
Arm
Hand,
wrestling.
her Mage Hand will reveal itself and just look at you. It's sort of this. Well, to be fair, both of your Mage Hands is this skeletal vision of it as they take on their sort of new form in Barovia, but hers is a lot more pointed and a lot more long. And seems to have this sort of this black necrotic energy sort of fading off of it. Your turn. Weft.
For what it's worth, mine then will be covered in pure white silk, glistening up and down the fingers.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay, my 2.
Oh, shit the bed.
I'd like to bend luck.
Remind me again what that is?
So it uses my reaction, and I roll a d4 and apply the number rolled as a bonus or a penalty.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So you would want to apply a penalty to one of Babylon Saga's rolls.
No, I would like to apply a penalty to Weft's roll to make it lower.
Bollocks.
Or actually, I could, depending on the roll, depends on what I want to do with it.
Yeah. So I'm going to say, because you're now going to use your reaction, you can do either now, or
Well, I'll use it.
knowing that now, we can wait until the 3rd roll comes out if you would prefer.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'll use it and I'll roll my d4 after the fact.
Okay. So she'll go ahead.
Tilly's like she like starts rubbing her nose. She's like, oh, and she sneezes, and as she does, she accidentally bangs her gauntlet onto the table and warding flare goes off.
Warding flare goes off because you've so eloquently described your reaction method to make someone re-roll. I will allow it in this sense. If you would have just
It's
gone,
just a disadvantage.
if you would have just gone warding flare, I would have gone, oh, hold on. But, well, yes, fuck it. So as this flashbang goes off in the middle of the table, what I'm going to say is as you slam your gauntlet down, one of the dice does roll over. So rather than she rolling it again, one of her dice will go to a 3. But because it's disadvantage, she will say that it uses the
inverse.
Yeah.
No.
So what is her total currently right now? 12, and yours is 16. Wef, do you want to roll that dice?
Yes. Were you doing it? Did you want to do your D4, Farah?
I'll do it after you've rolled.
Yeah, we can do it
After this one. Okay.
Oh,
Left.
it is now my
Sorry.
turn. I don't think I can. Oh my golly!
So wait, does that put
No,
her...
You
So-
need to roll. You need to roll a
4.
4 on this D4 for it to be evens.
To be evens. Unless you want to do something with that mage hand left.
No, not yet.
A 1. A 1 is not going to do it. Is there, during this minor sort of soft initiative, is there anything else anyone would like to do?
I'm just going to shove another marshmallow in my mouth and chew it very loudly.
I would like to silent speech, which is not a spell, it's just an innate ability that I have, to Farah. Just to ask her, and she doesn't have to respond, but I will ask her if she has minor illusion or any kind of illusion magic. No. Shit.
Where is Babala Saga looking at the moment? She's staring at the dice.
Yeah,
At your fucking fingers.
Yeah, we're sort of like in this kind of this freeze frame at the moment. So she's just sort of rolled the dice and it's just landed on a 17.
Yeah.
I
Double or nothing?
I am going to.
I don't
My
have 12.
spot by the chicken's leg.
You got a couple toes, haven't you?
Yeah, what are you up to, Orion?
From my spot by the chicken's leg. Ow. Hang on, let me check this now. I'll do a little twizzle with my fingers, and I will cast Minor Illusion to make that 17 look like an 11.
Okie doke.
No.
Wait, you can do that, right?
No.
Oh,
No.
well, that's what hang on. So it was
I assume you want to make Wef's
you can
dice
get a sound or an image, yeah, like a dice exactly over the dice.
Yeah. So
it looks like an 11. So, like, if you would have glanced at it, you'd be like, "Oh, it's a 17," but then, look at it again. Now it's an 11. You can do that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you.
Whose dice?
Huh?
To look like what? Whose dice to look like what?
Wef's
Wef's dice to look like.
So,
Very stressed.
as you do this, then it sort of comes back around. Let me just read the spell. How long does it last?
1 minute.
Yeah, right.
What I'm gonna do? Roll me a performance check, Orion.
Performance.
Just bear with. just bear with me a sec.
You're good at charisma, aren't you, alright?
What am I trying to achieve here with this performance?
Well, just make the roll for me a sec.
It's not. Dexterity.
It's not a dexterity roll. Oh my golly.
We love
Nice,
17s today.
Okay, so as your dice is thrown at the same time of Babala Saga's, she goes, I thought you rolled it differently. That appears.
No, that was it. And then I'll get my mage
that was
hand to just
definitely
swiftly pick up the dice and hand it back to her. No, 11, that was it.
Okay. You win. Well done. Well done.
So,
indeed.
so wish spell then.
We wish to be level 20.
I do not like to lose.
But you did.
It was all fair and square and above board.
Yeah.
You cast Mage Hand. Weft cast Mage Hand. Nothing else happened.
Okay.
Your face, I think.
Did I do a face?
You did a what the fuck is happening for you?
This did not go the way that I improvised.
No. It's I expected something else to go on there. I am a creature of my word. However, you are a low-level spellcaster. I cannot simply give you the means in order to cast it. I will need to cast it for you. Let me ask you, Webster, what will be your wish? No world peace.
Well, I'll look. A world
Sarah
of peace.
just rolls her eyes.
I'll turn to the others, and I'll say, I mean, I was rather fond of Aceris, and I'll look at everyone's reactions, everyone, including Samir.
DM, what do I know about the wish spell and how it may or may not work in the way you intend?
Yeah, I will. It's a real tricky one, really. I'm going to leave it up to you on what Tilly does or doesn't know, but above the table, you know what the wish spell does. So I'm going to say, just for meta purposes, let's assume that Tilly knows the wish spell. Otherwise, Babala Saga is just going to sit here and explain how it works.
Okay. I think the idea is really good. I think I would be worried about the interpretation of the wish, especially given where we are.
So it needs to just be specific. But it could still work though.
It could work, but if you simply wish for Aceris to no longer be dead, that could simply be interpreted as making her undead.
Have a think. I'm not going anywhere. Enjoy.
Let's have a night. If we're staying here, then
You're more
can
than
I
welcome.
tell you in the morning?
I've made chicken stew.
Is it?
Does the house look angry?
Have you seen any chickens in Barovia?
Nope.
Great point.
You're welcome to
It's
eat
not.
and stay. I have sleeping bags and, well, we did have marshmallows. They've all gone now. And yeah, she'll just sort of she'll wander off. Well, just sort of dance off like. What the rest are you up to?
Well, that went better than expected.
Yeah.
A good one left.
So what would you ask for? I don't really want much in the world.
I think the simpler the ask, the more likely it is to actually happen in the way that we intend it to.
So how would it be best to ask? I mean, is that the outcome that presumably we can ask for anything with this?
Yeah, you can. It will fulfill the wish, but it's hard to put caveats or explicit demand on the wish. You could ask for, lots and lots of gold, for example, and it just empties out a pot of liquid gold on the floor, or something like that. You have to be very careful about what you ask for and how you ask for it.
Could we not ask for an end to the curse on Barovia? Would that be sufficient?
Which curse on Barovia?
All of them. All the curses in the bin.
So also above the table, it is there is also a chance that if you wish for something too large, the spell can fizzle.
Mm-hmm. I'm just not one. Yep.
Not saying that to anything in particular, just as long as we're all aware of what
Mm.
wish does.
Just needs
Could
to be
we-
done as precisely as possible.
Could we wish away the apocalypse dragon?
Presumably that would be a very big ask for a dragon. An ancient magical being might be harder to
Yeah, because
dissolve away.
because of the nature of a wish spell, and where it sort of gets its divine arcane magics from, the act of killing a creature, whether that be another humanoid or just a squirrel in the forest, is looked down upon. Not that it is undoable, but the act of making a creature die is less likely to work.
We're in Barovia. The bar is pretty low for things to be looked down on. They make pies out of literal children.
So I suppose the wish spell, and Tilly, you would specifically know this, is that it very much comes from the divine magic of the gods. So you almost feel like if a wish spell was able to be cast here in Barovia, it's almost like a divine intervention. Is that it's sort of breaking the barrier of Barovia, and coming from the divine magics ahead.
Maybe that's an option, to break the
We
barrier
could.
of Barovia.
We
Tear down
could.
those walls.
So one thing that works very well with wish spells is for it to do something that another spell would be able to do, but with guaranteed success. So, and maybe even extend what that spell would normally be able to do and modify its ability. So, for example, we could make Strahd forget that Irina exists permanently,
Mm.
for example. Like, that's not a massive ask. The impact is huge, but the actual change is not
Mechanics,
that big.
Could we get him to give all the relics back?
We could ask for all of the relics to be given to us, specifically the ones he has on his person.
Mm.
That's just teleporting an item. That's not the end of the world.
Would you worry that
saying
Strahd would know? Would you worry that you know where they are and immediately come to get them back?
Possibly.
But we'd have them. We could kick it.
He knows where we are anyway.
Exactly.
But we don't have the sword still, right? So we have to get the sword.
But he's
We
got the
could
sword, isn't
wish
he?
for the sword. A version of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But we could wish for the current version now. To be teleported from its current location 2 hours.
And for it to become a +5
Oh, no.
on the way.
Just tack that on for you.
Oh yeah, and it kills vampires in one hit. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
All
Oh, yeah,
vampires.
modification to the feature to the
Comes with a spoiler on it.
It's a homebrew. It's a homebrew weapon now.
What I'm saying is there's a balance to strike with this. Ask for too much and you might not get it, or get it in the way that you intend. Ask for too little and it's a bit of a waste. But
Well, while you're having this conversation, and just before we're about to go to a break, I think Irina, as she was just sort of quietly sat down, sort of gets up from her log and just makes her way over to you, just sort of very cautiously, Orion. And she says, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, why?
And you're sat next to a house with chicken legs. On your own.
I don't know. I know how I feel about this wish.
No? What would you wish for?
Wished for a lot of things. None of them ever came true. Don't know. I feel like something's going to go wrong. Like it always does.
Yes. Quite possibly.
How about you?
What would I wish for?
Hmm.
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what I would wish for. A casino.
Yeah, I would wish that everyone stopped questioning my fashion sense. Every time we walk in.
Some things just don't work on a wish spell, and
Well, just as an aside, while this whole conversation was happening, can I have been keeping an eye out on the surroundings? I just remember that Rahadin's out and about trying to get Tilly, so I just want to be keeping eyes on.
Make another perception check for me, then, please.
Jack looks so.
Who's coming for me?
Oh
No.
God!
Yeah, you see.
Nobody.
You see some trees. There's a really mean-looking squirrel dancing about.
Just really distracted by the fact Samir's got a little bit of marshmallow stuck in his nose, and it's really bothering me.
Yeah.
The offer to lick is still valid.
Maybe not out of your nostril.
Coward.
But you're doing okay.
Are you?
I've got a feeling of unease around me. I can't seem to shake it. Feels like we should get moving. Don't like staying in one place for very long here. Especially here.
Yeah, kind of get the same feeling.
Hmm.
Were you in Daggerford, by the way?
In where, sorry?
Can I insight check to see
Yeah, so
if she's genuinely confused?
Yeah, so as you sort of ask that question, she does have a confused look on her face. So yeah, go ahead and roll an insight.
Let's see. Don't be. Oh, come on, man. These rolls.
11. No, she does just genuinely look confused. No, I'm
just we kind of saw someone that looks like you there.
Someone that looks like me. Yeah. I don't know where you thought you went, but you do know you're all just around this campfire in this kind of trance. You never went anywhere.
Okay.
I'm sure you saw some crazy shit that weird creature thing showed you, but from where I was standing, you never left. Otherwise, I would have come looking.
Well, I guess that does make more sense than what actually happened.
I can't shake this feeling that me being with you is just keeping you all in grave danger. And maybe I should just do what Tilly wants me to do and fuck off.
Can wish for that now.
You can't hear me. Be quiet, you.
Wish decided.
Wish for Irene to be permanently quiet.
Fuck off.
I don't want you to fuck off.
I'm glad someone doesn't.
Just, Tilly will, I don't know.
What, come around? I don't think so.
He's a good person. If you're a good person, then I think you'll meet in the middle eventually.
Yeah, I hope so. I really do. Well, I'm going to try and get some shut-eye. And she just sort of just sits next to you and leans up against the same chicken leg tree.
The chicken leg.
Yeah, as she sort of leans back, she goes, "Ooh, this thing feels alive, I'm just saying. But I feel safe being here with you. Thank you." And that's where we'll go to a break. We'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. Have a think what you want to wish for. Ooh.
Oh, I know.
Decision.
Welcome back. Babalosako sort of approach you all again. You've sort of been chilling out for a couple of hours. It is now pitch black, and the fire before you is cracking and crisping. She sort of brings back some more logs and she sort of throws them on the fire. Hello! Nobody tried my chicken stew then?
Ah, sorry. And I'll take a big ladle of it and shove it in my mouth.
Yeah, there's a big ladle in there, and she sort of... So you're just going to sip it from the ladle, are you? ladle.
Yeah. I mean, is there crockery around?
She can fetch you a bowl. So, would you like a bowl? Here's a bowl. She'll hand you this big bowl.
Thank you very much. It looks delicious. Does it look delicious?
Yeah, actually, it does look very delicious. Yeah.
Oh. I will tentatively take a sip of the broth.
And it tastes disgusting.
It's like in Lord of the Rings. Like it's like.
Oh yeah,
it's good.
Very
good.
much a Lord of the Rings stew. It was Eowyn, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
As she sort of brings it around. But no, you get this texture in your mouth of, it's got something that resembles, or you see it because it does look beautiful. The potatoes look nice and moist. But as you sort of chew into it, it's like a crispy feeling. It's almost like you've just swallowed grit, and the broth itself is more of this, rather than a silky, flavoursome texture. It's more of just mud, and that sort of thing. So yeah,
it reminds me of food back in the Underdark. It's very, very familiar.
There's one of my special.
You'll have to tell me your recipe.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Make me a performance check to see if you can. She's going to make an insight check. She's not sure that you're happy with her stew right now.
Oh no!
Oh, you motherfucker! That's why even with a -1. I see you like it. I like you, Webster. You may live with me. If you choose not to kill Strahd or get out of Barovia, you have a home here forever. I'll make you into a tree or something.
Ooh. Well, it may come to that, but thank you again.
Yes. Any more thought to this wish conundrum?
Well, still.
What do you think the chances of the spell enabling us to return an old friend to life? True life, not some malformed concept of it, but especially here in Barovia.
It can be done.
Especially enduring life.
Life in Barovia is never lost, if that makes sense. You all as material, mortal, walking beings are trapped here in Barovia, but that is also the case for the afterlife. When you die, your soul does not escape either.
That's true. Maybe there's actually a higher chance of it working here.
That would be for you to decide.
You didn't use all my spell slots, which is great.
I'm pretty sure I did. No, I sort of went first level, second. Yeah.
I would like to cast divination.
Ooh. Do me a favour, just for everybody's purposes. Do you want to explain what divination does?
Yes. It allows me to make contact with my god directly, which I've never done, and commune with him and ask a single question concerning a specific goal or event that we might do in the next 7 days, and then I get a truthful reply about the chances of success or failure against that thing. It's open to interpretation. There's things that it doesn't factor in or can't factor in, but I want to ask about the potential use of this wish spell to do what we're talking about doing with it.
What exactly would you like to ask as you sort of pray to your deity?
So sure.
Hell?
Tilly will probably just wander off slightly into like a more secluded area for a minute. She kneels down and holds the gauntlet up and looks at the eye, and as it opens and looks back, she'll close her eyes, say a prayer, and cast a spell. We have a chance to use a spell to bring back Aceres in Barovia. Is that going to work the way we would expect it to, or is that going to come with unforeseen consequences?
Tilly Brightspark, my most fabled champion. The answer you seek is the righteous one. Lives can be restored, and restored whole. You will do what you think is right. And while this is happening, the eye on your gauntlet is fully open and is glowing. And you, while you're hearing this voice in your head, the world itself, sort of your vision becomes blurry, and the best way to describe it is you're just sort of feeling like you're in this lucid dream, this sort of this out of body experience as you're sort of just drifting, but your body's staying completely stable. And yeah, you just feel the voice wisp away. For just the briefest moment you made contact.
She kind of shudders slightly because it's the first time she's been able to do that. Collects herself and comes back to the group. Weft, I think if we want to try and bring Aceres back, then that's what we should do.
Okay. If everybody here thinks that's the best course of action. Farah?
I'm happy with that. Can't have world peace after all.
Orion?
If she comes back to life, where will her body be?
Can specify that.
Well, I think that's up to us to build into the wish. If we're careful, then I think we can make it work.
Yeah.
Samir, you never met her, but would you be happy for us to use this wish?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of great nobility in bringing back a friend you've lost, so I'm all for it.
We didn't have much choice in being in Barovia, and we didn't have any choice about all of the terrible things that are happening here, but we failed Aceres, and we shouldn't have more than once. That's something we can change.
Okay. So, Tilly, I suppose it's best if I check this with you as the most divine person among us. Perhaps if we wish Aceres be brought back to true life with us here on this log at the moment that, and then I'll pull like a stick or something out of the fire and say, at the moment that this fire burns out.
Yeah. True life is the important part, and here, in this exact location, is the important part too. The other thing we just need to be careful of is that Babala Saga is the one casting a spell on us.
Right.
So we might want to write down what we want her to say.
Read this out. Yeah. Does anyone have any paper?
You actually gave me some paper, so you can have it back.
Nice.
I have paper. I wrote up those contracts the other time. I've got crayons and all sorts.
Pretty sure you wrote them in shit.
Yeah. So
What was Aceris's surname? Just want to be specific about this.
Blade dancer.
Blade.
I saw Sam's face. And,
We remember.
Okay. So I will write down.
I will need her middle name, date of birth, and national insurance.
Even I don't know that.
The Minotaur, Aceris Blade Dancer, who died in Barovia twice, to be returned to true life in this exact spot on the moment that this flame dies. I think that does it. Oh, true life and whole of body.
Oh, yes. True life. And whole of body.
Why did we invite Jack? He's no fun.
Why? Maybe for you.
Wearing +6 plate armor.
Ah, yes. With a spoiler and horns.
Definitely had 2 like +5 blades.
She did, yeah.
I definitely remember her having those before she died.
Yeah.
God. You did it, Babel a second ago. You've got to be joking.
We are not
+5.
joking.
The thing is, all I'm
do we
going
look like
through
we
in my
are
head
joking?
is, yeah. The thing I'm going through in my head is, if I was being given this wish spell as a DM, how would I fuck it over?
The fire never burns out. What if it's like an everlasting? What if it's like one of those sparkly ones that you try and it never goes out?
I'm
Okay.
nice
Okay. Oh, no. Okay.
Hey, what are you saying?
Webster.
Yeah.
Now is the time. What is
And
your wish?
And I will hand over the piece of parchment which says, I wish that the Minotaur Aceris Blade Dancer, who died in Barovia and was our friend, be brought back to true life and whole of body with us here on this log at the moment that this fire burns out.
Okay. Do you want to describe this fire that you're holding? Are you holding some sort of
It's just I'm going to take just like a little twig, hold it in the fire so that it's just on fire, just on the end. Yeah. And then I'll hand it to Babala Saga.
as you wish?
We'll just blow it out. Just a big show.
I wouldn't do that. But I suppose technically that is going out. You hold that stick. And watch. In marvel as I cast the wish spell before you. Have you ever seen such greatness? And she sort of reaches into this satchel that's sort of going on, like Indiana Jones satchel that she's just managed to grab out of there. And she pulls some sort of this hempen moss and this paste-like substance from a bag, and she just sort of mixes it together between both of her hands. And you can see now that the mage hand that she had cast before is sort of acting like a third tool in this sense, where she's mixing spell components together, flinging them in the air with such grace. She's almost like putting on a show for you all as she's doing it. And this mage hand just sort of flickers in the air, holding this kind of paste-like orb that's just sort of floating and ovulating and sort of ovulating.
Ovulating?
Sorry, what?
Not what you mean.
Baby Lasagna was not described as the kind of woman who looks like she ovulates. nuts.
Holy my
I was
balls.
literally like, did I hear that right?
That
I
is
can't
a-
have heard that right.
That is a
I was
brain
like, I
fart.
need to process this. Hang on.
Yes.
I needed to
Yes.
process that. I was like, ovulating. What?
To be fair, the word fits though, right?
It
like
does.
it's ovulating there.
No,
No,
Darren.
Darren.
As the ball
I'm with you.
ovulates
Ovulates.
in the air. She sort of brings it down to her hands and she twists it between them and sort of drags her hands out to these runic symbols that then sprawl out across the floor. Her eyes close for a second and she starts to mutter these incantations that... Does anyone here speak Celestial?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Apparently, everyone except for me. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Everybody
I
speaks
genuinely can't remember. Yes.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Everyone picks Celestial. She's speaking deep speech now. No, so as
I also speak deep speech.
fuck! So, so you, plain as day, hear her for everyone who speaks Celestial. She is muttering the words, and she does mutter them in the exact way that Weft gives them. Reads it out from the parchment. She does make a mistake on one part, but then she goes, "Oh no! Forgive me, I made a mistake," and then goes back and reads it again. You get the sense that the wish spell allows for typos and incorrections and things like that.
She accidentally says
Detect.
ovulating.
Detects the wish spell.
You spelled this wrong.
I'll,
Why did you learn to write? What is this curse?
I'll use silent speech to translate the celestial for Weft in his head.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, so you're hearing this sort of this echoing boom, and as she finishes the last sentence, and you're holding this stick out in front of you, I guess we'll move on over to Aceris. Aceris, you sort of suddenly open your eyes in this large gasp of air, and you're feeling short of breath and groggy, and it's almost like you've just been brought back to life. As you sort of stagger for a few seconds, you find your footing. The ground is soft and muddy. There's a slight breeze that's sort of hitting the side of your face. And as you sort of reach up and sort of feel your face, it's just sort of covered in mud where it's like you've been lying on the ground. And as your vision comes to, you can just see this dark, looming forest with mist all around. What would you like to do?
Can't see anything else. I'm just in the middle of the
You're
forest.
just in the middle of a forest right now.
Fucking brilliant. You'd think I'd be used to this by now. I guess. Have I got my weapons with me, or?
So you take a look around and you start to remember where you have things. And your weapon, your very large battle axe, or great axe, is just sprawled across the floor. A couple of your other sort of tools and implements are also sprawled across the floor as if you dropped them somehow.
All right, I'll go round and hoover up all my shit. I guess I'll listen, see if I can hear or see any signs of life anywhere, good, bad, or otherwise.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh, blimey, I've got to find a Ceres' sheet now.
Let me just check that you've got access
It's
to
still
it.
in the dead section. Perception, did you say?
Perception, that's all right.
Oh, fucking hell.
Right.
I'm still half dead, right? Just give me a minute to come to.
So, with
I haven't had a cup of tea yet.
That's exactly right. So you are just full groggy. All your senses are just very much not in tune with each other. Your ears are ringing, your head's pounding and thumping, and your vision is just is that of a hazy nature. But you do hear in your head this. Does Asera speak Celestial?
No.
No. So you
No.
you hear this sort of these angelic whispers through your mind of I don't know, angelic whispers.
Very angelic.
That was not angelic in any way, shape, or form. You're not making it better.
Go on then, you do better. I want to
No.
hear angelic whispers.
I'm sorry, have you heard my accent? There's now angelic coming out of this mouth.
Okay, you hear some uneasy whispers. Use your
Do I feel like I'm
imaginations.
ovulating?
Fuck. So,
This is going on the list with Jingly Jangly Jew, isn't it?
No. Oh. The ovulating orb of paste. Fantastic. So
I don't want to come back to life if this is how it happens.
it's going
Oh,
great.
Jesus.
So
You don't want Aceres to return to the dead with an ovulating orb of paste?
No,
Why ever
thank
not?
what a great thing. Sarah, what would you like to do? I've lost my train of thought. Which way do you want to go? Jog it up.
Well, is there a particular direction I feel these whispers are drawing me to, or is it just whatever?
You do, yeah. Thank you for bringing me exactly back on my train of thought. You do feel like the whispers are coming from in front of you, whether that's north, east, southwest. You sort of have no bearing on anything, but you do feel this sense of urgency.
Well, I'll follow them, and then I guess as I'm following them, I'll just call out and be like, "Hello, is there anyone here? Where am I?"
And as you call out, and as you sort of you walk slowly through this rough terrain, it's your feet below you start to sink and drift into the mud, and as you're proceeding further, it's getting more and more tough to raise your feet out of this bog, and you're almost being sucked into the quicksand nature of the mud in front of you. And as you get even further and even further, you start to hear the whispers start to get louder and louder. Even some common words that you hear in there, and you hear this faint mutter of Aceres, Aceres, Aceres. Would you like to keep going forward?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
What's
so-
another death?
As you make your way forward even more, with every step is just a chore, and it's getting harder and harder. You're needing to use all of your strength just to pull one leg in front of the other. But in front of you, go ahead and roll me another perception check.
See if I've woken up a bit.
Yes, a little bit. It's actually it's
A little bit.
It's quite good as you're sort of regaining your senses back into it. You don't see very much. Your vision's all still very hazy with a 6, but you do smell the scent of smoke just in the general direction that you're going, but just off to your left, just slightly. Would you like to proceed in that direction?
Yeah, I'll go that way.
So as you do, the mud and the bog now is sort of coming up just around your this is me trying to understand a Minotaur anatomy, around your kneecaps. So as you're sort of trudging through, it's less so that you're bringing one leg up and one leg down. You're just sort of trying to force your leg forward and sort of drag your whole body through. You do lose your footing at one instance and sort of fall down to one knee. Do you want to go ahead and roll me just a straight strength check? And a wisdom saving throw, please. Thirteen. Cool. So you're very much, you're feeling the willpower within you sort of trying to push you forward, and the strength of 13 is very much giving you the strength to sort of reach out to whatever is calling you. And as you make your way further a little bit more, go ahead and roll me another perception checks. I'm liking that it just keeps getting more and more.
Yay!
9-13.
So with a 16, you do start to hear the crackling of a fire. And the scent of the smoke you feel is sort of getting closer and closer, and you do see sort of sparks of orange ember up ahead. Get the sense that they're about 70 feet away.
I'll push on and continue to call out.
Okay. So, snapping back to the rest of the group then, Weft, you're holding on to this branch, and it's sort of halfway burnt down now, and you can see Baba Lasaga's face sort of in front of you. She's finished casting this incantation now, and she's more so just staring at this branch that you've got held in your hand as she watches the actual flame sort of descend against this sparkler like twig, and she's just going, "It's nearly there. Look, it's going."
And I'll take my hand with all of my fingers attached, and I'll clasp over the flame rather than blowing it out to put it out inside my hand.
Oh, you're hard. Oh, fuck me. That got me off.
I don't.
So uncomfortable.
Sorry, last time on, mate.
Please.
And as you extinguish the flame in your hand, go ahead and take 2 points of damage for me as you feel this searing pain run through your palm. Aceris, as you begin to trudge even more, so the bog and the mud from around your feet starts to let up, and you feel more footing coming out, and you begin to move faster and faster, and you get a glimpse of Tilly and Farah. You can't quite believe what you're seeing. They don't appear to have noticed you just yet.
How?
I'm going to say you're now in a wooded area. There's a large wooded area from your perspective that you're seeing. And you're just sort of peering through maybe 3 rows of trees before you can see this small clearing with what is a campfire in the middle of it. And you can now, as you move a little bit closer, you can now see Orion, Weft, Farah, and Tilly. And a strange bugbear with massively long arms and magic fingers.
And a weird, suspiciously good-looking paladin.
And Samir, I sort of went through the Discord things like that.
I think I'll just like call out as loud as I can and be like, "Farah, Tilly."
Farah and Tilly, you hear this from behind you.
Turn and see Aceris. Just check for a moment that I feel like it's real, and then just full sprint at her.
Yeah. As you do, you sort of you get to the first row of trees, and there she is, in whole body and whole life.
And as I get closer, just at full speed, smash into her legs because I'm only little. wrap my
I
arms
think I
around
would
her.
have knelt down if I'd seen you coming.
Just wrap my arms around her and just hold on super tight. I'm really strong now, which I wasn't before. I don't say anything. I just hold and hold and hold.
I'll just give her a really tight hug back and say, Tilly, it's so good to see you.
Farah will
You
kind of
too.
look back and forth between Aceres and Weft holding the branch and baby lasagna and just process and then just grab Weft's arm and just drag him over the logs to where Tilly's ran to and just sort of launch herself into the Tilly Aceres hug.
Yeah,
Absolutely no
I
thought.
feel like I've been thrown into this hug. West's not a hugger, but he's gonna just embrace it literally, and
You are now.
I'm a big hugger.
I'll give everyone a massive hug and just be like, it's so good to see you, but I don't understand why. Why am I here? Please tell me nobody else sacrificed anything for me.
It came close. There was
Nope.
almost a loss of fingers, but no, we're just good at game.
And I'd like to walk back over to baby lasagna and offer out one of my hands to shake hers, nothing else, just to shake and say thank you.
Oh. I am a creature of my word, like I say. You want to go again?
If I find some extra fingers, I will be glad to bring them to you.
Okay, deal. You should have just said that and I would have just given you a wish spell. Like, if the deal was that good, I would have just cast it for you.
Well,
the
thank you
bulk
anyway.
of
It all
us.
worked out.
Finger delivery service.
Yes, find me fingers. I love fingers. I love all sorts of body parts. Toes, fingers, heads.
The liver finger.
Wow.
Uber phalanges.
These are all great names. What would be going through Samir's head at the moment?
I think he would just be. I think he'd be quite touched at the reunion. But obviously, he's not going to run over and give Viserys a hug.
I think Baba Lysaga will take this moment and just look at you, Samir, and just go, Samir, I'm sure you have so many things to tell Viserys, don't you? Maybe you should have a conversation with Viserys right now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a really good point. No. You sit there and eat your marshmallows. Yeah. What are you guys up to?
After I've finished the Aceres hug, and kind of thanked Weft and given Farah a hug as well, I'll go and find Orion. And just look him in the eyes and say, sorry about this. And then wrap my arms around his legs too and give him a big hug.
Oh. He'll give it a minute. And then just kind of really nervously put his hands down around Tilly's shoulders, but he's just staring at Aceres still. He's hugging Tilly, but he's staring at Aceres. I'm just not saying anything. It's really fun playing a low charisma character, guys.
There is one thing you could say to Viserys.
As you go up to hug Orion Tilly, Arena is there. And just sort of gives you a bit of a nod. Hello, Tilly.
So,
didn't wish me away then, did you?
Why would I do that?
Oh, I don't know. Something in me tells me you don't like me very much.
Yeah, I don't like you very much.
Oh, I thought we were about to have a moment. Sorry, No, I don't like you either.
Good talk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look,
Glad we had that.
we don't need to like each other. Let's just... We have the same goals. Let's finish this. Can we agree on that?
Insight check.
Go for it.
I do not trust this bitch.
Is she
In
a
the
fugly
slightest.
slut?
Get wrecked.
Okay, so with a 25, you get the sense that she's being sincere, but you do get the sense that she has some humility within her voice. When she speaks to you, as she says that last sentence of our goals are aligned, you do see her break eye contact.
Look, Irina. Let us have this Aceres moment, please. And then
Yes.
maybe we can lay our cards on the table.
Yes. I don't trust you either, if that makes a difference.
That's absolutely fine. You shouldn't, actually.
Is that a threat?
No.
Okay.
I'd throw you under the bus for every single one of these. Bus? I'd throw you under the horse cart for any one of these other people.
But that's fine. A horse cart has very thin wheels. I would just go on.
A big one. A really, really big one. Pulled by a dragon.
Pulled by a dragon?
Yep.
What world do you live in?
Yep.
What have you seen? Whatever. Gee. Would have been better if you just said a bus. We have those in Faerun. Oh, no, wait, I don't live in Faerun. Never mind. Touché salesman, on your way.
I'm gonna kill that bitch.
What the rest of you up to?
I'll walk up to Orion and hold out a hand for a handshake and just say hey.
Okay. I'll take her hand and shake it.
And then I'll pull her in for a massive hug.
Oh.
Contested athletics.
Would you?
And Orion is extremely uncomfortable in being hugged twice in 2 minutes. And also that whole Irina Tilly thing, which was really awkward.
You were just stood there.
It's like having a panic attack at all of the social interaction.
Roll a wisdom saving, bro. It's way too
Ryan
many
goes,
social encounters right now.
He'll be hugged, but he's not hugging Aceres back yet.
Fine, I don't need your pity hugs.
Step away really quickly and give you a good look over.
A good look over. I thought you were going to punch me in the shoulder or something manly, you know.
I'm just going to look at you.
Yo,
Okay.
He's just going to be a lech instead.
We need to not to be a demon. How
I'll probably look quite quizzically at baby lasagna, and then look at everyone else and just sort of say, okay, I'm super grateful, but how am I here again?
I cast the wish spell. What a spectacle it was. 9th level, don't you know?
Why would you waste that on me?
And not
You
the
could have
waste.
wished for anything.
Oh, I can cast it again. In other ways.
Not you.
Oh. Sorry, I'll shut the fuck up.
Well, I feel like we were talking about things that would help us to fix the mess that we found ourselves in, and I feel like the thing that can help us most would be a second chance with you, Azeris.
Oh, thank you. I'll try my best to stay alive long enough to help you this time.
Yeah, if you die again, I'll kill you.
Maybe.
If you leave me to die again, I'll never speak to you again.
What a deal.
Okay, well, I'm here and I don't know what's going on or who this lovely lady is, so where are
baby
we?
lasagna.
And baby lasagna, nice to meet
Baby
you.
lasagna likes fingers.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just take a step away from baby lasagna.
Oh.
Good choice.
Where are we? What are we doing? What's the plan?
Revenge.
Silence is very heartening.
You died. We met Samir. This is Samir.
Hi, Samir.
Reply then.
Strong silent type, I see. Mouthful of marshmallows. Good man.
Everybody's either a werewolf or a vampire right now.
Okay.
Or both.
Or both.
Right.
Except me. I'm not one of those.
I
Me
mean,
too.
don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
really?
Tilly fucked off in a strop for a few weeks.
Right.
Sorry, a few days. We ended up being chased by werewolves, which is the werewolf thing. Everyone almost died. We met a traveling salesman and his grandma, who, all honestly, a little bit weird. Very nice, very helpful. A little bit weird. The grandma got stabbed by someone in the dark. Unsure who. We're pretty sure it might have been Strahd. We went to Kreshk. Everybody almost died. Orion actually did die, but then didn't die because Tilly did some shit. And then we went to Kreshk. It was the first time any of us actually ate something that wasn't rations back at one day. We all ended up drugged except for Orion and Irina and Tilly, who wasn't there. We ended up being kidnapped by this fucking lunatic called the Abbot. Bit of a dickhead, killed my dog. Santa is dead. Rip Santa.
Literally.
Yeah, he ripped his head off. It was quite traumatic. What else happened? Tilly came back. We escaped. Did some shit. You can tell it's been a while.
If you would like an authentic
Killed the
experience
asshole.
with Curse of Strahd, this isn't the place.
Yeah. Yeah. We're friend.
You
we're
died,
we had-
Sarah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I died again. Got
And
revivified.
how did you get round that one?
The dying or the revivifying came from Tilly.
Okay.
I did not enjoy it. Do not recommend.
Okay. I'll try not to do that.
I just did the cool thing written down, and all I can remember is that was Eldritch blasting the Abbot.
Yeah.
I turned into a plant for like 5 minutes. That was a thing.
Okay.
We discovered that the Abbot is in fact another rendition of Weft.
Hi.
Time is soup.
Time is soup. Time is soup. Dimitri is the reason for all of our fucking problems. He is in
There's a
fact
wizard in a scroll.
the problem. Oh yes, there is a wizard. My identify scroll is in fact a wizard. Pete came to life. Pete talked. Pete talked. Only to me. Nobody else believes that this is a thing. Pete
I knew
talked.
it.
We're all worried about it.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Yes. Asai has gone. He's gone to be in charge of Vallaki as the sheriff now that we have liberated them from the Burgomaster, which obviously you will be partially aware of because it was your
You think he's gone back
impromptu
to
death.
Vallaki, by the way. He went the wrong way.
Oh, no.
That doesn't shock me in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, Pete speaks. Everything's on fire. Everything's going a bit to shit.
There's a dragon.
There's a what now?
Yeah, so there's a dragon that lives in a tomb. Is going to end the entire universe if Strahd gets what he wants. Potentially is going to end the entire universe if Strahd dies. So we're kind of in like a weird grey area of the time soup where we have to figure out how to do both things but not release the dragon.
I'm sorry I asked.
By the way, is Adam, is Adam in the audience, just quickly?
Adam is in the audience.
Adam,
This is
come on
Trunk,
up, bro.
or it was Trunk. We don't know if Trunk's here.
I can understand why you don't have a plan. I don't understand what the fuck's going on right now,
Yeah.
let alone what to do about it.
So the wizard who's trapped in my identify scroll has a body. Is on top of a mountain somewhere.
Right. Of course it is.
We have the Tome of Strahd, which is the second relic.
Good.
Your body got taken away by Strahd, and then obviously we have retrieved you.
He's going to be so confused.
Strahd has sent Rahadin on a mission to hunt someone down. I have to find that page in my notes. It's been a while. Yeah, well, Tilly
Sorry,
as well,
what?
but he was sent. He
It
was
was
sent
right.
to hunt somebody else down. Hang on.
Oh, really?
Hang
Why?
on. So
Because you got
yeah,
too
he
much
sent
crap
Rahadin to get
on me.
Irina. Oh yeah, you weren't there, were you, Jack? Yeah.
Why
so
am
we
I
went
being
on like
hunted by Rahadin?
we went on like a little like visual field trip to the corner of a basement where Ceres's body was, and I think Azrael's body was, and something else. So Strahd is aware that the abbot, i.e. Tristan Winters, i.e. Weft, is dead. Has sent Rahadin to retrieve Irina, everybody's favourite side quest. And also said that Tilly is the last piece of the puzzle.
What?
You were
And
there, Jack.
said that Rahadin's not allowed to fail, but also if he sees Kreshkov, he has to say that Kreshkov's lost. Also, I think he might have been dead at this point, but Kreshkov is a warlock. Kind of a terrifying thought, given that he shits in
Okay.
shoes.
Yeah, I think I
Um,
would have remembered that.
So, bog.
It's been a quiet couple of weeks,
cannot
essentially.
scry us while we're in the bog, which I think has something to do with baby lasagna.
Yes.
We went back to Daggerford. I don't know. Do you remember being in Daggerford recently?
You do not, Aceres.
Oh, we went back to Daggerford, and you were there, and Azrael was there, and nobody was dead except Santa, because that's sad. And the whole world just kind of went to shit. And then we came back.
Money
So we
was
can't
bottle
kill
cap.
Strahd.
Yeah, all our money turned into bottle caps. That's a little bit sad.
And as you
Is it still
as you
bottle
s-
caps?
as you say that, you see Baba Lasagna. Oh my god,
Baby lasagna.
baby
lasagna.
Baba lasagna.
Baba Lasagna. Baba Saga is flipping a bottle cap in her hand, just flipping it,
No.
just like that. Sorry.
when the Irina is the key to unlocking what Dimitri needs. I really need to start putting context into these fucking notes. This is as bad as Fandelver.
You did a really good job. Yeah.
If Strahd gets Irina, he will attempt to leave Barovia, which will release the Argynvost, which is the dragon, and everything will go to shit. If we kill Strahd, everything will still potentially go to shit, but we're figuring that out. And then that's the end of my notes, and then we come to Wish Chaos, which is the first note that I wrote in this session. It literally just says chaos.
Okay.
And I think that catches everyone up, but I feel like I probably missed a lot, but I also missed a few sessions in the middle of that.
Covered everything.
And this is why you
We can't kill Strahd. We can't not kill Strahd.
We could kill Irina, just saying.
Irina, I see you're also here.
I am. And let me just say, I'm very happy to see you, Aceris.
Very kind.
She's not the
Thank
only
you.
one, but we're all happier.
Yes, that's abundantly clear.
No, I'm very,
Thank
very
you.
happy. I'm
Yes, and we're still happier.
No, I'm 1 million and happier.
Yes, but we're still happier.
No,
Like,
nuh-uh.
there's 4 of us.
Nuh-uh.
What do you mean, nuh-uh?
I'm happier.
This is why nobody likes you except Orion.
Shit.
How did Orion react to that? Just stoic.
Orion's having another internal panic attack.
Leave me out of it.
Orion, back me up. Aren't I happier?
No, I hugged him first.
Oh.
No, I did.
I don't know what's going on.
No, before.
So,
Oh, Trunk!
Are you?
This is
So-
Trunk. We found Trunk in Daggerford.
out
Really
That
good at
man is
hiding.
Out-
invisible.
of a book,
I see him there.
Trunk just appears.
Wow. His camo gear is super legit.
He's really good at hiding.
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm drunk. We've met.
Have we? I think I'd remember, unless you were invisible at the time, which is quite plausible.
That is quite a common thing that happened around me. We met. Wait, so you don't remember what in Daggerford? Oh,
No.
You're weird.
Thanks. Coming from you, I'll take that as a compliment. Get back in your bush.
Yeah, I retreat. I'm rolling stealth.
Okay. You heard of rolling stuff? Yeah.
19,
Two.
29.
He just fades from view.
Where'd he go?
Bye, Trunk.
Ow, where's Crunk gone? Oh, I like him.
Trunk.
Trunk is free now.
You'll see Babalasaga pulls out some more spell components.
Yes.
And
Baby lasagna.
Oh, we're going to have to start a count of how many times Andy accidentally says Baba Lasagna.
Baby.
the arcanists amongst you
We'll take a shot when he does it.
Oh, God.
The arcanist amongst you will see that that she casts true seeing on herself. I see you. Can't hide from me.
Oh, fuck.
He's over there.
No, I'm not.
So, as I said, you're all welcome to stay here for the night. Now, I didn't prepare sleeping bags for all of you. Because, like, Crunk has come out of nowhere. A Ceres blade dancer has come out of nowhere. Like, 2 of you are going to have to sleep on the floor.
Irina can sleep on the floor.
Yeah, there's like 8 of us. Surely we can take Strahd at this point.
Sam is 2 people. I say we go now.
Exactly.
The action economy is just all over the place.
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
Go on, then. I'll dare you.
I need a rest.
Oh,
We aren't,
Yeah,
aren't you
a
badly
big
injured
sleep
if
would be
anyone's got any
good.
healing?
I still have 0 hit points. I could use a rest.
oh,
yes.
do you actually? Sorry.
Yes.
Roll a death save.
I'm dead
I
tired.
tell you what, I'm officially going to pop you back into the folder.
Ah,
God, the wish spell is complete.
There you go.
third time's the charm.
Do 5 hit
I
points.
have 5 hit points.
Yeah, the third resurrection.
Fantastic. Right.
Well, Samir
Well,
and I can
yeah.
share a bedroll. We're pretty close, I think.
Fast friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a little nest for me in one of the trees. I'll wild shape into a spider, make a little webbed nest, and then wild shape out and have a little hammock. And as I'm doing so, I would like to cast Goodberry
here we
at first
go.
level. Just one.
I would like to
Million.
fill my pockets full of good berry.
I could do, but no, I said I
do as
wouldn't.
many as you want, buddy. It's the mechanics. You can do whatever you want. So just do me a favor and add it to your inventory. Just
Yeah, that's fine.
cool. Trunk, what are you up to?
What am I doing? What, is there a bed free? Or going there for a nap?
Yeah, there's a bed free if you want to try and get there first.
I'm going to steal a blanket and go under the bed.
Are we all sleeping outside or are we going inside the hut?
I suppose. Let me explain just sort of. So you're as you see on the screen, right? So it's just this sort of campfire, and Babala Saga is going to sort of just pull out sleeping bags, essentially, just these rag coated bags that you could all sleep in. They've got little pillows and things like that. I'm going to say one of you takes a look inside the hut, and you can see that there are a couple of actual well-made beds there, and you can see one double bed. Because it's probably worth mentioning, I haven't mentioned this, but Babala Saga is quite a large creature. Sort of like a large plum-shaped creature. Sort of the double...
Are you fat shaming baby lasagna?
Not fat shaming. It's more... and the reason I call her a creature is it very much resembles, it's sort of like double the size of any sort of humanoid, length, width, that size. And the robes are sort of just flowing off this sort of elongated figure, as it were. So she does require an extra large bed.
Now you're fat shaming baby lasagna.
I'm not. I'm trying not to. What's going through your mind at the minute, Orion?
I think I'll just wait for if people are like settling themselves down and getting out bedrolls and things like that, I'll wait for a moment when Aceris is kind of on her own and then tactically kind of walk over.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, hey, so she knows I'm there. And I'll just sneak up behind her like a creep.
Yeah, so you feel the presence of Orion behind you, Aceris.
Sorry, my son was talking to me. Can you repeat that?
Hey,
Hey.
come over.
I won't even turn round. I'll just kind of look over my shoulder and be like, hey.
I'm sorry if I wasn't, super, like the others were earlier.
You don't need to apologise for who you are, Orion. I know you were pleased to see me, same as I'm pleased to see you.
I was worried to see you. I was
Oh, why is
sure
that?
something was going to go wrong and it wouldn't really be you. Or even worse, you come back and then you die again.
I mean, I'm going to do my damnedest not to this time. Feel like I've learnt from the first 2 deaths.
Well, third time's the charm.
If we're
Or
lucky, yeah.
since-
But hey,
Anyway,
you got nothing to say to me. I hear you died as just as much. You were just as dead.
I only died, once, but yeah, it was. I came close. You missed a pretty great moment where someone tried to stab me like 5 times, and you just couldn't do it. It was pretty impressive.
Oh, you weren't grappled and restrained at the same time, were you? Because that would be
You
fucking
think-
useless.
He was actually holding the knife the wrong way round. I think that's what it was.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Yeah, great question. So I turned him into a zombie. I don't know if he still is.
No,
Where's the meal gone?
he
Asai.
wandered off with Asai. I can't be bothered.
What?
We've
He's
broken on
probably
it.
president of Valaki by now.
Yeah, they're up to some adventures together, I'm sure.
Anyway, I'm glad you're back. And Weft said that we brought you back because we thought you were the thing that could help us the most to defeat Strahd. But don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think it was. I can think of probably about 5 other things that could have helped us more than you.
Cheers.
I think what I mean is, I think you were just the thing that we all wanted the most. So, anyway. Great to have you back, buddy. Yes.
Oh, thank you. It means a lot. It means more than I can say. I'm
Don't
going to do my
die
best
again.
for all of you.
We missed you.
And you all look so well. You look about 4 levels better than when I died.
Yeah, I know. You better get doing some pull-ups or something. I don't know. You got some catching up to do. In fact, if you want to fight, we can
Well,
go
yeah.
right now.
It is worth saying that now you're sort of regaining your strength. You are feeling like you're gaining quite a lot of more strength, Aceris. Almost like you are gaining 4 levels of experience.
I'm evolving.
Yeah, it's weird.
How odd.
Care to explain, Trunk?
Trunk's just staring into the fireplace with like shocked, traumatized look on his face.
Roll me a perception check.
No. $17.
There's no answers in there, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry about that. But you do get this
Tell me.
looming
Look
sort
deeper.
of sense of dread that... Have you actually made the right decision here, Trunk?
Well, it was either this or I, burn with everyone I knew,
Yeah, fair enough.
who is now also dead.
You now feel the sense of a calming motion as you're staring into this fire, as that sort of dawns on you that either death or life in Barovia. It's a pretty good choice.
Trunk will remain contemplating.
Cool. So as you all bed down for the night, go ahead and hit a long rest, unless there's anything else anyone else would like to do.
Sorry?
Why did a dice roll?
The Helm of Teleportation needs its charges.
Does it do
Well,
it?
that's neat.
It does it automatically. Look at that. I don't think it would do that.
Ah.
It's nice.
That's very
A
clever.
teleportation on it.
Yeah, my staff does it in Fandelver when we long rest as well.
How many charges does it have, that teleportation? Is it 3? 3 a day?
Yes, I believe so. Let me just double check for you. I believe it is free per day. The helmet's free charges, yes, and you get D3 on a long rest. So you just recharge 1. How many charges you got? Yeah, so you got 3 out of 3 charges.
Very nice.
And you remember that dungeon, don't you, Orion? You remember it very well. You are familiar with that dungeon.
I've got a memory like a elephant,
Yeah.
probably.
It's a new day as you all sort of awake from a pretty uneventful night. The sun is not shining. It is just still a misty, horrible, gloomy day here in Barovia. You hear the sounds of crackling as Baba Lasaga, I really have to think about when I say her name now, is cooking up some form of meal. Wakey, wakey. Eggs and bacon.
Is it?
No.
Eggs?
No eggs. Sorry.
Does your house not give you eggs?
What?
Does it lay baby?
Does your
eggs?
house?
Does my house give me eggs?
It's got chicken legs.
You're crazier than I am.
Isn't it? Yes!
It's a house.
Just asking.
Unless you want to fight.
Fight the house? You can't fight a house.
You fucking watch me. Tilly Brightspark, do you want to fight the house?
No.
All right.
There is something I'd like to do, though.
Yeah?
And actually, I probably would have done it in the evening.
Okay.
When everybody else is asleep. No, I'd have to do it in the morning. I'll wake up early.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's a spell, you're
Just wanna- Yeah. I'll just kind of walk a little way out of where we've camped. Like 100, 120 feet or so.
Okay, so you will be going into this swirling mist that's sort of surrounding this campsite, as it were.
I still want it to be in sight, but as far as I can get with keeping it all in sight.
Okay, so you'd be making it about 60 feet away.
Okay, that's fine. And then just making sure I'm not being seen.
Okay.
Easy
to do.
Cool. And then I want to cast Locate Creature.
Okie dokie.
And I would like to locate Tatiana.
You would like to locate Tatiana. Okay. Yeah, you... How do I do this spell? You sort of, your mind just sort of goes into this sort of black and white vision, as if it were. So everything is just sort of monochromatic. And you see lying down next to the fire, this figure of a body that's wrapped up in all sorts of robes. And it appears to be sleeping, but it is glowing this arcane bright colour. Where everything else is looking monochromatic, that seems to be the only thing in your vision that has colour. And it is Irina.
Cool. Thank you.
And while you're out there, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oh, no.
Molly. Okay. You can hear horses' hooves in the very, very far distance. You get the sense that there's 2, maybe 3 horses
I'll dash back towards the camp and silent speech every single person to wake up. Somebody's coming.
I knew what that was before it
I
came.
can't say.
And then I'll find a bush or a tree and no, I wouldn't even try to hide. It's totally pointless. Yeah, I'll wake everybody up with silent speech.
Would you be also speaking to Baba Lysaga?
No.
Okay. What are the rest of you all up to?
So we've gone back. Is it night? Oh, sorry, Darren. Is it nighttime or?
This is very early hours of the morning now, so you've all achieved a long rest.
It's still dark, or is it light?
No, it's light out now.
Okay.
Tilly just woke up a little bit earlier than the rest of you.
Wake the fuck up.
I'll telepathic back to Tilly. Who is it? What is it?
The horses, more than one, approaching very quickly.
Come towards us. Can I listen and see if it sounds like they're coming towards us?
Make a perception check. So you did you sleep outside? Oh my golly. To be fair, with a 22, you don't hear the horses. You don't hear what Tilly's describing. Above the table, I gave Jack a bit of a special one with a nat 20 there.
Can't hear anything. What do you want us to do? Like ambush?
Like, get up.
Okay.
So all
They're
around you,
fucking coming.
it is worth explaining, Tilly, that sort of all around you, and I've sort of made an allusion to this as you're going out, but you are encompassed in this large sort of circle of mist. Even the way you came in is now engulfed in mist. You feel almost shielded by this mist.
What is it we're engulfed in?
It's a ring of mist around this sort of campfire. Is there some joke?
Is it mist?
Fog.
I missed that.
Oh, fuck off.
It's just the fact that you said mist like 4 times in one
right.
sentence.
There's a fog, I think is what he's trying to say. There's like a fog around us.
Yeah.
Bit misty then.
It's mist, yeah.
That's right.
Do I see anything approaching now?
I'll keep you nat 20. No.
Okay.
Why don't we just leave?
Where are we going? Like, they're going to be here in a second. If I heard them, they're going to be here in a sec.
Well, you did hear them from very far away. I did mention it. It was very far away.
Right. Yeah.
Nat 20.
Tuned your ears
Right.
real well.
They're far enough away that like no one else can hear them.
Yeah, very much so.
All right. But not like miles away. So.
Yeah, well. Yeah, you didn't attune to the other side of the world, right?
Yeah. I'm hearing
Why
things
don't
on the outside of Barovia, yeah.
I mean,
Just
it's a nat
life
20,
existing.
dude.
Yeah. Okay, I will silent speech Baba Lysaga and let her also know that something's coming. Something, horse is coming.
Horses.
Just so you know.
And she sort of comes on out. Again, she starts to cast these incantations on the floor. Things are in motion. It's probably about time you all leave.
Where the fuck are we going? mountain?
We need to go to the temple, don't we?
I like that.
Let's go.
May I give you
Um,
a little piece of advice? Do any of you own a map?
Yes.
Yes.
Of Dagger.
Yes.
As you pull out the map of Daggerford. Well, not of Daggerford.
Well, no, the map of Daggerford's not helpful here, Trunk. We appreciate it, but it's not helpful.
Sorry.
It's just a piece of paper with some crayon on that Trunk has drawn. It's not even right.
Got my house, the neighbour's house.
So
The
just
house you didn't know you owned.
just above
Yeah.
the table then, guys,
I
just
added that
quickly.
one yesterday.
If you can see where Wef's token is, that is where you currently
Mhm.
are in the bogs of Berez, or that's where you get the sense that you are. You sort of got sort of lost in these myths as you came into the bogs of Berez. Everyone sort of clear on where I am?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Babala Saga she'll take a long pointed finger and she'll sort of just draw on the map in just this sort of finely covered black mucus that's sort of pouring off of her finger. And she will go, if you are looking to make your way to the mountain to the south, follow the river along its shore. Rivers don't have shores, but it's the way I can explain it.
They have banks.
The
Don't
river
forget.
bank. Follow the bank of the river.
There you go.
Thank you, Chunk. I knew you. I love you so much.
Anytime.
Where have you gone? Oh, hello.
I'm still here this time.
So she'll sort of just draw this scrawly squiggle dust down there and she'll say, that is your fastest way to the mountain, if you wish to go that way.
Thank you. I will bring back some fingers.
Oh, please.
Can we get another wish spell to wish for some potions of healing?
You want to waste the wish spell on potions of healing?
I really would like one.
Would you
I have a potion of greater healing.
Can I hand out a few good berries? I'll give one to everyone.
Yeah, go for it. I'll tell you what, Darren, just do me a favour then. Just open up like a little notepad. Just jot down who receives what, and then for the next session, I'll make sure everyone's got it in their inventory, all right?
Yeah.
She'll sort of say back to you, Ryan, a deal? I have potions of healing. You wish to make a deal?
Great. Yeah.
One
Make it
finger
quick.
for 4
From-
greater healing potions.
Yeah, but whose?
Yours.
Can we open a tab and pay the fingers
No.
later?
No.
Please.
One
Quite a
finger.
few tabs.
One finger.
I swear we
We
owe
will bring
some
you.
guy
We
like
will bring you
6,000
many
gold.
fingers
No.
in exchange for these potions of greater healing, as long as we can bring them later.
No.
We
Why-
kind of
why
need the
is he one of
fingers.
Trunk's fingers?
No.
He's got magic.
I like
Orion?
Trunk way too much.
I need mine. Okay.
You think I don't need mine to do magic?
His fingers are magic. For one of your fingers, Trunk, I
Oh,
would
no.
give you anything you wanted. Trust me.
Do you keep it afterwards or do I get it back?
No, no.
I'm pretty sure she eats them.
I'm going to eat it. I'm
can
literally going to cook it and eat it. I'm don't
I'll let
lie.
I'll let you rent one
Rent a finger.
to start a new business.
We will
Rent a
talk. We will
finger.
talk some other time, Trunk. Trust me. But
Okay.
Orion,
If you need me, I'll be within.
one of your
I
fingers.
mean, how about a toe?
two toes or one finger.
One toe.
No, or the big toe.
Take them in pairs.
Please.
Ryan, we don't need to do this.
I think I hear it.
How many healing spells do you have, Tilly?
Like, I am a healing potion. I'm like 10 greater healing potions. It's fine.
Yeah, but you've got me. You've got Aceris. We always friggin' die. And you've got Farah. She's also died twice.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it right now.
Yesterday.
You don't need a healing potion for Farah.
And we did
because
Farah
at
the
this
day
point,
before.
Yeah.
one hit from anyone on Farah will just kill her outright.
Farah might as well just be 1 HP this whole time now.
We've also got the scroll of mass cure wounds. Like we've got loads of healing.
It was the ring of spells.
Yeah, we got the ring.
Yeah, the ring. Yep.
And I have a potion of greater healing.
But the choice is yours.
I have
How about-
nothing
It's
because
not.
she's looted me well and good.
How about just the tip of the finger? Not the whole one.
Oh,
But I
just
still need
the
to be able
tip.
to like grip things. Just the tip.
I tell you what. You got 1 greater healer potion with the tip of your finger.
I thought we were doing it for 4.
No, I give you 1.
It was 1 finger for 4.
Yes,
So if it's half a finger,
that
It
is
needs
not
to be a
half.
leaf.
People are coming. We need to leave now.
There are people coming. Make your choice.
fine, done.
There's people
Done.
coming, just the tip. We're ovulating.
And what she will do is she will take your finger and she will place it within her mouth,
Oh no.
and she will say in your head telepathically, "Last chance. Are you sure?"
Try me.
And she just launches down with this greatest force and snap, just instantly takes the tip of your finger straight off. A complete sheer cut. The pain doesn't really come over you quite as much, but as you sort of pull your finger away and you see the tip of your fingers missing.
Whoa, pinky.
Pinky. Oh, I should have stipulated, really. Okay, fair enough, I didn't. So she takes Pinky. The pain is immense. You feel this sort of this numb coldness feeling from sort of where the bone is just sort of fractured, but it is a clear cut, and the blood starts to drip down your hand quite profusely. Go ahead and take. I'll give you 1d6 of damage for that. Go ahead and take 2 points of damage.
I'll take it.
Might want to bandage that up. And
Oh,
she's-
whoa.
You alright?
Yeah, sorry. I was typing into the wrong. I was typing on the wrong computer.
So you will receive a potion of greater healing.
I'll quickly throw push my gauntlet into the campfire and then get it nice and hot and just run over to Orion and just take his hand and
Just crabbing onto my stuff.
it's gonna hurt and just push the hot metal onto his finger.
Cool.
It's probably hurting me too. No,
you
I'm
definitely
good.
need some
No,
kind
you're
of like
right.
tetanus potion now.
Go ahead and roll 1d4, Jack.
No.
You've just done me more damage.
Yeah, but at least you're not bleeding.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
As you take 4 points of fire damage. As you press a little bit too hard with the gauntlet there because of your momentous amount of strength, Tilly.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna take my monk's wrappings and like wrap it over my finger and like tear it off. And I'm gonna take the potion of greater healing, just thrust it at Sarah.
Oh god,
Like
I thought you were
into
going to
her.
drink it. I was fuck me.
Net.
I fight Orion. Don't do that.
I just thrust it at Sarah's like, do not die again. Okay.
I'm very grateful, but I'm quite unsettled by how many of you are willing to lose body parts for my benefit.
I'm not.
Who the fuck said that? Who said that?
Sorry, I'll reveal myself.
All right. Bonus action unhide.
Yes, bonus action unhide.
Yeah, can we go?
Are you taking?
Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ceres?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I can't really refuse that, can I?
Cool. Cool. So, which way would you like to go, guys? As Baba Lysaga sort of just waves you off. Bye bye. It was a pleasure. Come back in the
Bye.
Love you, Crunk, whatever your name.
We
Bye
could
bye,
use the
baby
helm.
Donya.
Wait, is Trunk coming with us, or is Trunk
Yeah.
saying goodbye to us?
I'm saying bye-bye to Baby Lasagna.
Yeah.
Ah.
If you die, Crunk, give us a shout. I'll bring you back.
Will do.
Love you, bye. Were you saying something, Pip?
We could use the helm.
We need to know where we're
We've never been
going.
there.
We have to be familiar with the place that we travel to.
I was
Or
thinking we
rather,
would
have
have
to
to
be
get out of
familiar with
the
the place.
area of the horse people.
Is there a place we could go that takes us close to the mountain
I
that we know?
don't.
So
The
on-
nearest is like the Star Falls, isn't it?
Yeah, so on your
Yeah.
map is everywhere where there's a line drawn is where you have been in the locations. So
Quite far.
Yeah, we've
isn't
never
it,
been this
from
way.
the house?
How do we know that the horse people are evil?
Everyone in Barovia is evil.
Everyone in Barovia is evil.
No,
Except us.
Even then, it's a bit
yeah,
questionable.
Trunk, you're getting the feeling
Yeah.
that these people you're with might be evil.
take a quick glance back towards Baby Lasagna. I'll
We
make
have
that
done a
decision.
significant number of murders.
No, it's
So
Yes,
we're
sir.
just gonna dash the fuck out of here. We if we use the helm, we can't use the helm because we know what happened last time we tried to go somewhere we were even faintly familiar with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Was a bad roll though, to be fair.
It
Yeah,
was
but-
just a thought because it gets us out of there quickly, and obviously they're
Yeah.
on horseback. So how quickly can we travel compared to how quickly two people on horseback are
Mm.
traveling? At least
But do
two
we-
people.
I totally agree, to be fair. But also, do we know that they were coming for us, or were they just going somewhere? Like, Tilly heard horse hooves, but it didn't say, like...
Yeah, very,
I
Coming
think
on.
it's Babala Saga told us it was time to leave, and whichever way you slice it, if Babala Saga is telling us to leave, we can leave, right?
Yes.
Also, how
Yeah.
many people are really traveling through the bogs of Berez, like, on purpose?
How many
Yeah,
people
true.
have you seen with horses?
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
Vistani,
Regardless, if they're
I
going to
forgot
see
what
her
they're called.
voluntarily,
and to
they're
get,
not friends of ours.
and to give you a heads up, because this happened quite a few sessions ago, around about at Samir's tower, and Jack, you wouldn't have been here for this because this was during your break. You did see a figure on a flaming horse high up on a hill,
Yeah,
looking
nah.
down at you all.
Fuck that shit.
Oh, okay. Well, we can teleport. But also,
Okay, let's go.
I think I might actually be faster than a horse.
Probably.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not.
I ain't scared.
Yeah, Orion might be
I
faster
can
than
be
a
a
horse, but everybody else has to struggle.
Weft can be a horse.
I can run 50 feet per turn.
Right, what's the vote? We're teleporting away. Or we're running.
I mean, I say we leg it. We just what's the route? Is it are we going to get lost?
I mean,
If they get
Is it
close,
misty?
we'll follow the river. We're not far from the river. We head south until we hit the river, then we follow it.
if they get
If
close.
they get close, we
go.
hide. And then if they find us, we fight them. That's
If they find us, we teleport away.
all that, yeah.
Yeah, true.
We can
Everyone,
just
run.
teleport back to somewhere we know. Let's go.
Everybody happy?
Yeah.
So as you sort of you leave this encampment, the mist sort of breaks. The mist sort of takes a break in the mists, and as you make your way down, you do see the embankment of this river to your left as you're making your way down. And if you stick to that embankment, you are still in a boggy sort of rough terrain, so you are moving at Tilly is 25 movement speed, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
25.
Dashing 50.
Yeah, dashing 50, so you're moving at 25 feet because this is technically rough terrain. So you're making your way down. Everybody go ahead and roll me a perception check. So I'll do a little epic roll because we haven't had one this session. Oh
Oh.
no, hold
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Wait.
Oh, but
there's
that
good
was a really good
are
roll.
we doing it?
Makes my dice go crazy.
I don't care. It's fun. I just got to do a little bit of adding. Why is Neil Sticky Fingers in there? Neil,
Because it's Trump.
Because that's what I'm called on this. That's the player
no,
name.
No, it's actually you do have a
Oh,
character.
Neil is
Neil's
he's in my
also back
deceit.
from the dead. This
What-
wish
when did that-
spell was amazing.
Hopefully, should have got everybody here.
Where's me nan?
She's been stabbed.
Everybody go ahead and roll a perception.
Oh, stab me, Nan.
My dice is having
Hey.
See, that was a terrible roll compared to my first one.
It knocked my dice over. Does it take the first roll or the second roll?
I don't actually know.
Alright.
That's crazy. It like knocked your dice.
So Sarah's for the nat one. Did Tilly? What was that? A nat 20 or not?
Nat 19.
Nat 19. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you guys, as you make your way down this embankment, you start to hear the sounds of ravens sort of fluttering above, or they're sort of. That's the sound of a raven. Pip, don't give me that look. Don't give me that. That's my judge of if it's a good sound effect or not. If Pip's face. Well, yeah, that's even better. As Trunk does the ravens. You none of you hear the sounds of hooves or any kind of horses as Tilly described. And as you make your way sort of around about here, you encounter sort of around about here, sorry, it's not letting me ping. Around about that wooded area. You do encounter some wooded area, and the ground below you starts to give way. The boggy nature of it starts to dissipate, and you find yourself on sort of gravel footing. And just up ahead of you, you can see a bridge sort of adjacent to you as it meets a normal foot road. And you're currently in the wooded trees.
What does the bridge look like?
Just a normal sort of cobblestone bridge, very much like the other bridges that you've seen here in Barovia. If you remember way back, we were on a bridge where we saw a raven with a gold coin, very much the same type of bridge. It's dishevelled in a few ways, a couple of rocks missing here and there, but it looks sturdy enough.
How deep and fast flowing is the water?
The river itself is not flowing whatsoever. Yeah, so technically it's not a river, but you and it's actually, now you've pointed it out, it does seem very odd to you that you're almost headed downhill as well, so it should be flowing, but it's not. It's completely still. And as one of you even sort of kicks a pebble in, you can see it is water as clear as day. It is very nice clear water.
So it's like a
Very-
canal.
It's a very long pond.
Essentially. But it does seem very odd to you that the water is not flowing. Let's put it that way.
Are we by that bridge in the picture? Oh no, where Weft is.
No. I will. I'll move you to where you are. That's even better.
Are we next to that big lake?
Sort of there, right there.
Right.
Oh, we are. Is there anything obvious on the lake? Like any boats or disturbances in the water or anything that looks fishy?
No, I keep your same perception check because you don't see anything else of anything of note. It's just this place does seem to be the same kind of Barovia that you've seen. I suppose as you sort of emerge from the trees and you look to your left, sort of above that, you do start to see the base of this mountain. And you can see snow forming on this mountain sort of all over. And as you remember when you were back at Samir's Tower and on your way to Kresk, the weather instantly shifts here in Barovia. When you're in one place, it can start to snow. When you're in another place, it can start to rain. Here, it looks like you're almost at the threshold of the snowy area. So yeah, your choices are pretty much left or right here, guys. Right towards the mountain or left towards an unknown.
Am I the only one who's not trusting the bridge?
It's the way he's describing it. He's making
I
it
know,
sound
it
really
seems
sus.
too normal.
It's a pretty normal bridge.
Any
Well,
trolls
like-
underneath it?
Yeah, I'd like to do it. What's a troll check?
Yes, just roll me a d20.
Who?
Just Trunk. There is not
Oh,
a troll
troll.
underneath that bridge.
Don't worry, I've got proficiency in troll checks.
Could I take
Wait,
like
that was Neil.
I don't have trunk as a thing. Okay, he's not on the thing, so Neil's ghost did that.
Oh, right. Well, yeah.
could I take like one of those pebbles you described and I just want to throw it at the bridge?
Yes, you may.
Bridge
You want to throw it on the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay. You throw a pebble on the bridge.
That's totally safe, guys.
I think we should swim.
Troll test, pebble test.
I don't think I can.
I don't think
got
Weft can
fucking-
in that plate armor.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, that's a
3.5
good
feet
point.
tall and I've got full plate armor on.
Yeah, you would sink. Yeah, you would Jamie Lannister to the bottom of this.
Go on then, I'm going to cross the bridge.
Yeah.
So you are
Yeah.
turning right towards the mountain. So as you
Mhm.
make your way and you
Okay.
step up towards the bridge, it's just in front of you. You can see this large looming mountain, and just over the bridge, you start to see snow has settled. But where you're stood, no snow has settled whatsoever. And this mountain is as tallest of any mountain you've ever seen. It's snow-capped peaks. There's sort of 3 peaks that you can see directly in front of you. One huge apex of a peak that sort of stands above, taller than the other two. The other two just sort of small, and the road sort of curves up this snowy trail, and you sort of lose it off into the distance. And Weft, you're going to step onto the bridge, are you?
Absolutely, with confidence.
Yeah, so you put 1 step forward. And then another step forward, and it's completely fine because it's just a normal bridge.
It's just a fucking bridge,
It's
guys.
just a bridge. You even kicked the pebble that Orion
Oh,
threw
no.
onto it. And as you make your way halfway, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yeah, dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw, please. Yeah.
For this perfectly normal bridge.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Come on,
I
guys,
run
it's
across
fine.
the bridge.
You run across the bridge. Make a dex saving throw, please.
Sure.
It's like a DC 1.
Or what? An 8. Well, hey, so you trip over and you banged your knee. Because it's a completely normal bridge, but somebody fell over. Yay.
Sarah's going to walk across the bridge.
Farah, make a dexterity saving throw. Why am I doing this? Farah, you are fine. Unless you elect to fail.
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Because if I fail and I trip over, I'll have to roll damage and then I'm going to die.
No, you don't take much damage from falling onto a normal bridge. It's just
I don't have much health.
Oh yeah. Farah, make a dex
How much health do you have?
36.
Level 7.
If Farah had
do-
cut her finger off, you'd be dead already.
Oh,
This is what I'm saying. Like, at this point, 1 hit from someone could outright kill me.
fantastic. So sorry, we're just fucking around with a bridge. So in front of you, you do see this large looming mountain, the mountain of Mount Gakis, that you know is the location of the Amber Temple and the possibility of the Sun Sword. And that is where we'll go ahead and end our session. Hooray! Hope you all enjoyed watching that. Catch you all next time.
Thanks, Andy.
Good session, fellas. Enjoyed all of it.
Give us all a wave. You gotta keep waving, guys. Keep waving.
Oh, sorry.
Keep waving. Jack, more effort, please.
Mm-hmm.
Kate, more effort, please. Sam, more jazz hands. Loving it. Cheers, guys. Ta-da.